Is it fashion, or is she just expensive?
Designer items you should never buy.
These are like $1,500. How is that okay?
Can you believe I paid $2,200 for this bag?
It's $4,000.
I know.
And there's a waiting list.
I assumed.
5 years.
For a bag?
It's not a bag. It's a Birkin.
Does fashion mean expensive, or does expensive mean fashion?
Show me your designer handbags.
Before you yell out the answer you think you know, the truth might surprise you as we explore this topic throughout this video.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Is it? It is, right?
What got me thinking about this question is that, hold your pants, but Uggs have already made a comeback.
They're back.
Yes, some of you might be screaming with joy, but I am internally screaming with a 7 out of 10 pain.
My least favorite trends right now.
Because they're so good.
She looks like every other
No hate on Uggs, but they just mark the epitome of my middle school fashion hierarchy, and that was not a very sophisticated hierarchy. Where I could not understand, for the sake of aesthetics, how it made it to the top, and felt a pressure to wear them because everyone else did, and it wasn't a cheap trend for a middle schooler. So even then, I wondered, was it trendy because it was fashionable, or simply because it was kind of bougie for middle school kids? That is symbolize some kind of social superiority. For instance, do we actually like Louis Vuitton or Balenciaga for the styles or for the brand? And we shall dive into all of that in this video.
Some people saying, don't do hauls, that's weird.
And we're gonna do a little unboxing, or a little shopping haul, I should say.
As my 28th birthday gift to myself.
First, let's do Prada. Next, let's do Dior. Made in heaven. How cute are these?
So we're always gonna start with the smallest piece first.
So sit back, relax, and let's chat fashion by taking a dive into couture, the psychology behind pricing and the perceived value, and a style analysis on some of our favorite fashion queens.
If I want to buy something expensive, say that costs like $500, I'll tell myself, well, if I use it 500 times, then it's like $1, and then I buy it.
These Versace ones.
I know that it's gonna be just another hitter. It's gonna be amazing.
The term haute couture is literally French for high sewing or high dressmaking, referring to the creation of exclusive, custom-fitted, high-end fashion design that is constructed by hand by start to finish. In 1858, Charles Frederick Worth established the first haute couture house in Paris, championing exclusive luxury fashion for the upper-class women.
For me, haute couture was like a virus. Once you started, there was absolutely no way you could wear anything else.
And coining the term fashion designer to be an artist in lieu of the basic dressmaker. In 1868,
Le Chambre syndicale de la haute couture.
Yes, that was established as a safeguard of high fashion. Designers were required to earn the right to label themselves as a couture house according to certain specifications. In 1921, the French press created PAIS. I am not even going to try to pronounce that. It was established to protect individual haute couture designs from piracy. Designs were photographed on a mannequin, front, back, and side, and registered as evidence. With further specifications laid out in 1945, designs must be made to order for private clients with one or more fitting. Each atelier must have at least 20 members or staff. And each season, the couture house must present a collection of at least 35 runs with both daytime and evening wear to the Paris press. All the way to 1970, couture houses were taking a major hit. All the way to 1970, couture houses were taking quite a hit from mass production. The number of couture houses dropped from 106 from 1964 to just 19. Many designers complained about the rules laid out by the association that is demandingly unsustainable after the war when mass production was popular and couture clientele was diminishing. And this, of course, continues to carry through to today, as mass production is not only scary in scale, but in the form of efficiency as seen in microtrends. Fast forward to today. There are 3 types of haute couture members: permanent, corresponding, and guest members, each with its own criteria. Some permanent couture houses include Dior, Chanel, and other members include Valentino, Hermes, Fendi, Balenciaga, and so on. It is by no doubt that the couture houses are known for their value through the promised art of designs and craft of quality. However, just because something is couture, does that automatically imply that it is fashionable?
This is so good. Should we have a little dance party with this? On the mission for the Lucicrino. I used to wear Moschino, but every bitch got it. Next we have this Zimzima.
More so if we consider the actual cost of making the pieces. Sure, the quality is fantastic, but the markup could go up to 20 times or more.
Yves Saint Laurent clothes in 2002, I think things have gone up, but a suit and a blouse would cost anything between $20,000 and $30,000, but an embroidered dress could cost $100,000.
The New York Times broke down the rough cost of producing a brand name luxury handbag. The finest leather and materials can cost up to $60, about 30% of the bag's manufacturing costs. With labor, logo, and hardware, the estimated cost of a bag is $180. This cost stays the same, whether if you're paying for a $2,000 Louis Vuitton bag or $1,025 for an Hermes Kelly handbag.
I'll go first. Your first designer handbag, your newest designer handbag, your favorite designer handbag, the handbag not very many people have in their collection, the handbag that you bought impulsively, the handbag you can't wait to style for the summer, your funkiest handbag, and your most used handbag.
That I think are absolutely worth the money.
So stay till the end to find out if and how does the price tag of a piece of clothing directly relate to its value in fashion.
Honestly, the shoe looks like man's toes, but I want that. I want that on my body, and I feel like it's inspiring.
Carolina Santo Domingo in color, more like holiday sequin. Okay, bye.
To answer the first question, let's jump to a style analysis.
Here are 5 things I would tell you never to wear as a stylist working in luxury fashion. Nothing. Wear whatever you want. I don't believe in rules.
Let us analyze some of the outfits worn by our favorite fashion icons and give it a pass or no pass, and then reveal the price tag. Keep in mind that because fashion is so subjective, literally the definition of fashionable is, quote, conforming to the custom, fashion, or established mode of or relating to the world of fashion. Not helpful at all, since the custom, established mode, or world of fashion is defined differently by everyone. So I would just give my humble opinions through my sense of aesthetics, which might differ from yours. So feel free to add on or drop your own evaluations, but stay civil, as I know you guys are. And actually, before we review the outfits, I know some of y'all will want to go shopping right after this, and I want to share with you an easy way to save money. Thank you ThredUp for sponsoring and for the incredible prices of sustainably cute and timeless pieces I am wearing, like this Calvin Klein blazer that goes well with basically all black outfits for $16.80. A similar blazer could be $276 after sale. And this super versatile Levi's skirt that goes well with any top for $13, when it's usually at least $80. It goes super well with this cute sweater that gives vintage schoolgirl vibes.
Still got a tag on.
And the skirt, you guys, such high quality, such a statement piece. Love it. Thrifting is now easier than ever with ThredUp, and you can now see what I ordered and shop similar styles if you click the link in my description. Also, use code Zoe for an extra 35% off your first order. You'd be surprised at what you can find. Now let's take a look at more outfits. Outfit 1. Miss Bella Hadid in her off-duty look with a gray sweatshirt and matching flared sweatpants. Because the top and bottom are so neutral and simple, the highlights are on her Chanel messenger bag and her Miu Miu ballet flats. The giant messenger bag is screaming Y2K. It adds more playfulness to the outfit, but to me personally, I do not find the ruggedness aesthetically pleasing at all. I just want to wash it or throw it away. However, the softness from the pink ballet flats do give a nice touch. Overall, a cool combo, but I find the bag more taking than giving. Even though it is $18,000 and probably the most expensive piece from the whole fit. Outfit number 2, Miss Kendall Jenner in this bright green dress and Nobu, and she paired it with black latex opera gloves. The gown from Victoria Beckham came with flutter sleeves, a high neckline, and a ruched waist. It's definitely a look, a memorable look for sure. But I'm sorry, it's just not giving an inspiring look. The black latex reminds me of the arms of an insect, and paired with the green is screaming Darwin's chart of insect anatomy. The dress is $1,090, which I don't think is worth the price. Outfit 3. Miss Hailey Bieber in this crazy long statement leather jacket, which she pairs with a cropped cardigan and wide leg denim and loafers. To be honest, I like the jacket. It's edgy, dark, and glamorous, although I do think it might have worked better with a shorter bottom, like a pair of shorts or skirts, rather than the wide leg denim that drags the whole center of gravity down. But it passes the vibe check. The coat is $6,600 and the outfit altogether is around $8,000 excluding accessories. And outfit 4, back to Bella Hadid because girl was named Power Dresser of the Year in 2022. This was the outfit that made platform Ugg boots go viral on TikTok, which lists reported sold out and had a 152% increase in searches.
The Bella Hadid Uggs that we are all losing our minds over.
As if we need more evidence, Elsa Hosk was wearing this boot. Give my girls a subtle heads up that you're about to be indoctrinated by these boots.
This outfit consisted a leather racing jacket from opening ceremony, an 80s era Lego t-shirt, a tote bag, shin-high white socks, and a pair of white micro shorts. For me, the highlight of the outfit is more so on the jacket than on the boots, as the jacket adds more texture and completes the outfit to be more than a PJ lounge look. It's a pass for me. The jacket is around $890 and the classic ultra mini platforms are $150. And since Uggs became the hot thing again, let us further explore the question, is fashion related to price? Through the lens of Uggs, Yeezys, and Balenciaga.
Oh my gosh, my least favorite trends right now because they're so good. I feel like you're just going to roll your ankle and fall down the stairs.
She looks like every other bitch.
The reason I picked these 3 brands in particular is that they're all known for having shoe designs that are preached as fashion for some and deemed as fugly trash to be burned by others. In addition to very different targeted consumers, all 3 brands could be seen as a label of luxury. So although they're not all quote-unquote couture except for Balenciaga, their price ranges definitely have a psychological impact on the perceived aesthetics and fashion value.
These are clothes. What are those? These are clothes.
Wow, that was so powerful.
Let's start with Uggs, since that was a whole trend that inspired this whole rabbit hole of thoughts on the impact of pricing on the degree of fashion. Until last year, Ugg boots were an early 2000 trend. In the year 2000, Ugg sheepskin boots were first featured on Oprah's Favorite Things, as she declared that she loves her Ugg boots. From that point on, the world began to notice, and the brand, being very smart, repositioned itself into a luxury, high-end footwear maker. The desire for premium casual fashion was also popping up all over the world at the time, and UGG was perfectly aligned with this movement. Sure, it's not the queen of high-end shoes or compatible against Christian Dior heels, but that's exactly why it popped up. It's not supposed to be. Within the market of casual footwear, Uggs is positioned as higher end due to its pricing compared with a regular pair of sheepskin boots that could range from under $50, while the usual price range is $120 to $160 for Uggs. When we look at fashion through the perspective of psychology and economics, finally putting my econ degree to some use, thank you UCLA, a product price high often generates a greater perceived value and therefore can attract more buyers.
These are like $1,500. How is that okay? Get the Mac and Max after a night out. Like, what? Look at that. Come on, man.
A product priced low can actually turn off customers who will perceive it as less valuable, which is why glasses can have a markup of 1,000%. Designer frames start around $400 and up. The cost of the frames, though, be prepared. E. Dean Butler, the founder of LensCrafters, said for $15, you can get designer quality frames like what you'd get from Prada. And it's all the same for Gucci, Chanel, Dior, and so on. $15 versus $500 and up. But compared to a pair of sunglasses you can grab at Amazon, many people would rather pay for that ridiculous markup. Why? This draws back to the topic of couture. The non-physical, non-tangible value to stay unique, to stay high-end, is symbolic of being defiant toward the mass production of fast fashion and a yearning for individuality. Again, especially in an era where copy and pasting is easier than ever, which actually furthers the public's belief that there is more value in the original design. And although the knockoffs look and almost feel the same to the originals, nothing replaces the emotional value in what it feels like to be a true leader in fashion by carrying the original design.
What they have in common is the desire and the means to acquire the most expensive clothes that money can buy.
Designer items you should never buy. Nylon is one of the cheapest fabrics to make. Whether it's a $500 phone case or a $3,000 phone case, it's never going to be worth it. Costume jewelry is probably one of the biggest scams out there. Most of them are made with brass. I understand if you want something from Chanel, it seems reasonable, but it's going to end up looking just as bad as your Shein jewelry within a couple months.
I don't have enough time to do an in-depth analysis on Yeezys and Balenciaga, but the ideas are the same. While other quality runner and sport shoes cost around the $100 range, Yeezys are around $200-300, and Balenciaga sneakers range around $700 to $1,000. Do people drop their jaws at the subjectively, potentially very ugly designs? Maybe, but the unconventional designs are almost excuses for the markup in price. And it's so ugly until everyone that's cool starts wearing these ugly but expensive shoes. And it further transitions from ugly to cool when off-brands copy and paste the styles to make the original seem even more desirable and more fashionable. A good litmus test, for instance, if I had to pay $1,000 on this pair of shoes but for a no-name brand on Amazon, would I do it? Would I pay $8,000 solely for the design of this bag rather than the fact that it is Hermes? At the end of the day, fashion is a form of self-expression, and what looks good to someone is subjective but influenced by culture, pricing, and how well the brand did its marketing to create the perceived value. Let me know what other trends you guys are interested in discussing in the comment section, and make sure you subscribe to not miss an upload. Be sure to check out ThreadUp for affordable and sustainable styles. I'll see you next week.